Well, we have all joked about robots taking over the world, but here we are in 2023. And with the rise of AI, it seems that that future might not be too far away. One Winnipeg educator says, though, rather than running from this, we should embrace it. Grade 6 teacher Sophie Theodora has always been fascinated with technology, she says, and now she's using AI tools like ChatGPT to spice up her classroom. But she's also using TikTok to teach other educators how they can use AI in their classrooms as well. Here, before we talk to her, is one of Sophie's TikToks.
I just did the best class-wide Friday fun activity with my class, and it only took me 10 minutes to prep. I'm going to show you how I did it using AI. It was a spelling bee, and they were so into it. I chose 10 rounds, each with increasing difficulty, and made a quick spreadsheet on Excel into their 5 table group color teams. At the bottom of each team's row, make sure to press equals, sum, bracket, highlight all the cells, end bracket, enter, and it'll automatically add up all the sums for you. I then mirrored it to my projector so the whole class could see. Then, instead of having to take hours to create 50 words with their definitions, origins, and sentences, all I did was go into GPT and enter this exact prompt. Give me all my words with their associated sentences, definitions, and origins. My class wanted to do something fun. They wanted to do a spelling bee. I didn't have much time to prep at the end of a Friday, and I got this done in 10 minutes, and I guarantee they're going to remember it forever. It was so much fun.
So that's a clip from one of Sophie's TikToks. She started posting on TikTok during the summer months. She's already amassed a following of nearly 20,000 people. And I bet a lot of them are educators. And she's in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I love that example because you're using it for speed. You're using it for, as you said, something that would take forever to look up all the definitions. And it's immediate. When did you start sort of thinking about, using AI in this efficient way in the class?
Absolutely. So I became interested in AI when ChatGPT came out about a year ago in December 2022, and I've been keeping up with the news and newsletters weekly, reading about it. And then over the summer, in one of the newsletters, they mentioned an AI tool for teachers. So I started diving deeper into that, and I actually saw a TikTok that another teacher made in the United States, and I said, hey, I can make videos like this. So I kind of started creating 2 or 3 videos and forgot about it for a couple of days, and I came back and I had about 3,000 followers. And I guess teachers were really interested in this kind of thing and these free tools that could help them save time. And finally, the assistant they've always kind of needed and wanted. So
is it, you used it there to find things that are factual and indisputable. So,
yes.
Well, for the most part,
for the most part, yes.
Usually, you got to double check everything, right?
Of course.
But definitions and to do some math.
Yes, absolutely.
What else have you used it for, or have you found it useful for in the classroom?
Oh, lots. So there's ChatGPT, and then there's lots of different AI tools catered specifically for teachers. Other ways I've used AI in the classroom so far is chatting with historical chatbots. So kind of making history or social studies a little bit more engaging by actually talking to Lou Riel or talking to the Wright brothers and asking them questions. Another way I've used it is...
Can I stop you there?
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
do the kids respond to that?
They thought it was unreal.
That would be, I think I want to hear what that would be like.
Yes.
So the kids must have just been like, this is awesome.
Yes, absolutely. And I also have the ability to create my own chatbot, so I could create one of Drake or of their favorite YouTuber or whatever it might be.
Got it.
So it definitely piques interest.
What other ways have you, what's the engagement from teachers been like and people who are on your TikToks now? What have you heard from them?
Yes, absolutely. The people on my TikTok have become there's quite a big AI teacher community now, and people trying out different tools and whatnot. And I've met a lot of people primarily in the United States. And it's interesting because a lot of the AI software is blocked on their computers. So they can't use a lot of it. But there's definitely been an increase in interest in the AI teacher community. Absolutely.
It blocked particularly on educators in the States.
Yes.
Yeah. And here you've not found any blocks.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't. I do most of my prep at home on my computer, but when I'm using the software at school, it's okay.
What else have you used it for? Do you use it for any of the admin work? I'm just curious.
Yes, absolutely. It can help me generate report card comments. It can help me generate outlines for emails. It can help me compress really long documents I have to read and just extract the key information, because as teachers, we don't have a ton of prep time, and we want to have the most face-to-face time with our students possible. So anything that can kind of speed track the admin process is really valuable to us.
So you're looking at as supplementing the work you already do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What do you think, what's the buzz in the teaching community about the hesitance around embracing AI?
For sure. I think there is a lot of misconceptions that teachers are using it to be lazy or to cheat, and that's not the case at all. If you look at a lot of, well, the majority of professions nowadays are using AI in some way to enhance their workflow. So if teachers are using it ethically, there's nothing wrong with it. If it allows them to have more time with their students, one-on-one, face-to-face, direct instruction, then it's a good thing.
What reaction do you get from students when you tell them you're going to use AI?
Oh, that was funny. Well, when one of the students saw me on ChatGPT with the spelling bee, he said, "What? You use ChatGPT? That's cheating." And then you know what? It was good because it prompted a really good discussion and a good teachable learning moment, because these students are going to be coming into contact with ChatGPT or AI. It's not going anywhere. It's a whole revolution. So why not educate them on how to use it properly now?
So somewhere they got messages that it's bad.
Yes. Yeah.
Already. And then you have to sort of educate them about how it can be used.
Exactly. I think the whole thing was, when it came out, professors and teachers were upset about students using it to cheat, which rightfully so. But now there are ways around that. And now there are other ways that we can actually use it to enhance critical thinking.
Do you so you're part of a community that's teaching this and using it, and then you're talking to the kids and educating them. Some are excited, some are questioning you. What's the parental reaction been like?
I haven't heard much feedback from parents yet, but on my TikTok, there's lots of parents that comment and say, "This is so cool. Can I use this at home with my child?" Or if I showcase a tool, they're always curious. So not too much negative backlash on
Have
that.
you run into anything that has given you pause about using it, or something that you learned where maybe that you could pass on that's a best practice if teachers are interested in listening?
Absolutely. So it's not just something that you can plug in a prompt or tell it to do something and it's going to do it perfectly the first time, which I think is a big misconception, that AI will just do it for you. It takes a lot of probing and prompting and kind of training the chatbots to get what you really want. So be patient. Maybe do some research on prompt engineering, which is what it's called when you kind of when you prompt the chatbot to get your desired outcome. And AI is not going to replace you. We know students struggle to learn remotely, as we saw in COVID. The face-to-face instruction will never be replaced. So why not use a tool that allows you to have more of that?
So an example of training the bot, I guess, or getting the bot used to what you need,
Yes,
might be, I guess, if you have. Can you give us an example? I'm thinking of the
Absolutely.
Louis Riel thing or whatever, but where did it go wrong? Maybe.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If anyone's used ChatGPT, they're probably experience a little bit of this frustration. If I say, write me a report card comment for English language arts reading, it'll give me a report card comment that is not anything to do with what I want or the style I want or the outcomes I need. So you really have to be specific and give it specific instructions, which does take time, and it is a skill you need to learn. So be patient with it. There's lots of resources.
So what might you say instead of that? Is it more, do you build it? Like write me a
Yes.
report card and then wait, and then write me a report card about English. Do you sort of layer and add on?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's lots of layers to the prompt engineering, but there's tons of free resources out there in YouTube and TikTok. That's where I learned everything, is really just TikTok and through talking to other teachers on the platform.
Is it difficult at all within the school communities? Like some teachers, I don't know much about school communities in terms of how much freedom you have to explore. If this is enhancing your work, then I would think, why not? But is it fully accepted and supported to explore using AI in the class?
I feel supported. Yes, I mostly do my research at home and on my downtime, because it truly is something that interests me. But again, talking to some of my peers in my online community, I know it's very different depending on where you live or the division that you teach in.
Sure, it's a lot of that at school dependent, I bet.
Exactly.
Like you said.
Exactly.
Just before you go this morning, do you have tips that you'd give to parents then on the other side of this who might want to teach their kids how to better navigate AI as a tool as a student?
Absolutely. Some tips I would recommend is learning how to use ChatGPT, not to cheat, but to be a helper. So for example, if a parent doesn't remember grade 7 algebra, they can always go on and get some pointers there and check it out that way. And tell it to explain it to me like I'm in 7th grade, and then they can help their child with their homework, or perhaps creating ideas for an essay or a skeleton for an essay, or kind of just using it for coaching purposes in that way. And then there's lots of other cool resources. I know a lot of students are into programming and coding, and that has a lot of AI behind it. So utilizing free resources such as like code.org, which is run by Microsoft, has a lot of cool programs.
You mean parents don't remember algebra in grade 7?
Maybe, but maybe not geometry. I don't know.
Thanks for coming in.
Of
Really,
course.
really a great conversation for educators. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Marcy. Nice
to see you. That's Sophie Theodoro. She's a 6th grade teacher, Theodoro rather, 6th grade teacher. Sophie can be found on TikTok at Teach2, that's the number 2, Teach2 AI.
Thank you for watching the CBC Manitoba YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For the latest breaking news and top stories, download the CBC News app.